The Wooden Railway Originals of Thomas and Friends, Episode 146, Horrid Jets. It was a busy time at the airport, and the engines were working hard, delivering passengers, freight, and luggages to their destinations on time. One day, Rosie was late with her freight cars. Tiger Moth the fireplane was quick to criticize. He had to move to the airport because they were making a new airfield at Dryer. Jeremy and the rest of the airplanes kept waiting, said Tiger Moth. If they miss their luggage and food, the flights will be delayed. You should be getting the job done quicker. Me and the rest of the engines have too much work, said Rosie. Then perhaps a jet could do your job. Rosie was very surprised and worried. She went to go shove her freight cars to the side. And she set off to go tell the other engines what Tiger Moth had said. She soon arrived at Nafford Station where the big engines were talking. You look glum, Rosie. What happened? Asked Spencer. Rosie told the big engines what Tiger Moth had said. Disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, said Henry. Only trains take passengers and freight, not those flying hooligans, said Spencer. And the rest of the engines agreed. What if a jet does arrive? Said Rosie. I'm afraid it did, along with two more. When Rosie arrived, Tiger Moth was very pleased. Good news, Rosie. Your job's done now. These jets are taking over. One of them wants to talk to you. The jet was very rude. Aye, what's that steaming lump of scrap iron doing at the airport? Be off with you. Scrap iron? Steaming scrap iron, said Rosie angrily. Huh! She set it off to go collect some freight cars from Vickerstown Station. As Rosie soon arrived at Vickerstown Station, he met up with Percy and Gordon. And then they saw the jet fly by. And then the jets saw Rosie. Oh look, it's the pink jellyfish engine with red wheels. Ha ha, she'll be scrapped. Well, bust my boiler, said Percy. What a horrid jet. Almost reminded me of the time of those Those lorries. Yeah, said Gordon. All 6 of those troublemakers are nothing but absolutely disgraceful. The next engine to meet a jet was Edward. Well, 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 said the jet. No wonder this railway's a mess. You belong in a museum. Not bringing a train of fiery, flammable freight car is here to the airport. I might look old, said Edward, but I'm very useful. Useful? Pah! Said the jet. Just you tootle off. Tootle? Spluttered Edward. Oh, come on, said Toby. I've heard that before. As he passed through. Later, Diesel 10 arrived with the baggage car. Don't worry, Edward, he said. I'll take those fuel cars for you. You can take my freight cars. Very well, said Edward. And he and Diesel 10 uncoupled from their trains and went on to the switch. Soon Edward buffered up the Diesel 10's cars, and he steamed away. Later, Edward had to take George in the tar wagon to Dry Airfield for a new runway. But as he coupled up to the flatbed which George was on, he noticed that George wasn't saying anything. That's strange, said Edward. Why aren't you saying anything, George? Don't you think that railways are no good, and that you want the railway turned into a road? Oh yeah, about that. I've changed my attitude now. Very well then, said Edward, looking confused, and he steamed away. As soon as Edward arrived at Dry Station, he was shocked to see yet another jet. What are you doing here? Asked Edward. We are doing all of your dirty work. You're too slow. Edward's driver went to go and speak to the station master. Sorry, said the station master. Times are changing, I'm afraid. Well, said George, it's like they say, Edward's old, but he's a hard worker. Never mind, Edward, said his driver. We'll go to Boulder Quarry instead. They still use us. Edward felt disappointed. However, he had to agree with what his driver told. He agreed what his driver told him and set it off to the quarry. Edward soon arrived at Boulder Quarry. As he arrived, he could see Thumper working hard. "Hello, Thumper," called Edward. Then Thumper stopped drilling the rocks. "Oh, hello there, Edward," said Thumper. "It's been about a long time since we haven't spoken." "Sure has," said Edward. And Thumper went back to work. Then Edward heard a whooshing sound. It was the jet from the airport. He was flying roughly. "That jet is in trouble," said Edward. And he was right. The jet was flying straight toward the mountain where the boulder was standing. The jet crashed into the mountain and crashed down below. As Thumper was working hard, and as Edward was watching the jet tumbled down, Peter, Sam, and Duncan had arrived to collect their cars to take to the wharf. Then Duncan noticed something. "The boulder's moving." "Don't be so daft. It can't," said Peter Sam. But unfortunately, it could. It was almost a few inches from falling down, and a couple of seconds later, it fell down. Right on top of the jet. "Ooh, you wretched bowling ball," groaned the jet. The pilot was thrown clear. "Rotten airways," he muttered. The wrecked jet was taken to the harbor.